But
Okay.
anyways, we are definitely recording now. We lost like
Okay.
15 minutes if you're just joining us, which if you're starting, this is where it starts. This is
Yeah.
the Epic Tiki podcast, and I'm Luke Soyan, and Artie Valenzuela is my guest. Yeah,
Thank you, man.
I didn't even do an intro before, so maybe that made sense that we had to restart.
We were just talking. We were just talking.
Yeah,
Yeah. Now we gotta fake it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Now
we
we gotta.
gotta try to
Yeah. Yeah.
regurgitate. One thing that we didn't get in the first attempt, anyways, was I was like, "Why are you in your car?" And you're like, "Man, I leave work and I get home
Oh
and then I have
yeah.
to
Yeah.
leave." And I'm like, "You just got married. Like, why are you already doing this?"
I. So my pandemic routine, man, and I definitely have one.
Yeah.
Is after work I gotta like decompress, right? And
Mhm.
I just take a drive or I take like a long walk,
Yeah.
and then I just go back home, man. And dude, that's been the equivalent of like going out. I think that's where we were talking about anyway. It was like my substitute to go out like before, dude. Like doing sets. I was going out. I want to say like 4 times a week or something like that, and then
Yeah.
if I was lucky enough having a show on the weekend and dude, I miss it, man. I hella miss it. It Seeing you makes me miss it even more because you were people that I saw, man. You were out there grinding too.
I was trying to.
Yeah.
Um, Wait, so where do you work? Like you don't work from home, right?
I do work from home. I work
Oh,
from home.
okay. So you clock
Yeah.
out, you go take a drive or walk, and then you come back.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like
It's
that's
important,
that's
yeah.
the thing. Yeah, like, I gotta like kind of like separate it, dude. Since I'm not going anywhere throughout the whole day, I gotta go somewhere sometime. You know what I mean? It
Well,
gotta get that motion in.
yeah. I mean, I've been working at home, when I was living in alleys, and then now we missed the whole conversation of me having moved. But I'm in a new house. It's great.
Yeah,
Uh, but when I was living in alleys, it's like I really had to be conscious to like leave because I was just in my room the whole time. Like
yeah,
I was allowed to go in the kitchen or whatever in the family room, but it's like Allie's teaching out there, and because she's the teacher, and I'm like,
yeah,
so I'm just kind of in that room all day, and I sometimes it's like I definitely take my dog on a walk, and then other times, sometimes I would just go on my own walk for like an hour. Like I would just
yeah.
explore the weird neighborhood I was living in,
Exactly.
and
You
just,
gotta
just
have it, man. You need
yeah.
something like that. I do it. I do that a lot, though. I do that. Like that's my way of just decompressing is just walking. I've walked hella. I've like lost weight walking. I've walked so I've never walked this much. I think even before the pandemic.
Yeah.
I've been trying to just walk hella, dude. I'm walking like I'm suddenly a 74-year-old Asian grandma, and
Yeah.
like you see me across the street every day, and you're just like, fuck, is that the third walk?
Yeah.
She's on her third walk. And it's like 10 o'clock.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, the old Asian grandma or like the older Indian couple.
Yeah. Oh,
Or-
and it is a couple for sure. And for
yeah.
some
If
reason,
you're in Elk
they
Grove or
have
Folsom,
grandkids
they're
sometimes.
everywhere.
Yeah. And they
Yeah.
always have grandkids sometimes. And you're like, wait,
Uh-huh.
so what happens? Do they visit? And you almost have their schedule.
Yeah.
At least I do. I've even like in my walks, there's this other guy. There's like this uh, old white guy with like this big white dog. It looks so fucking. It looks like Gandalf the pup, dude. It's so big. It's bigger than me for sure if it stood up.
Is it like
And
Falcor from the Neverending Story?
yeah, okay, yeah, kinda, but more
Uh-huh.
so in the wolf region,
Oh, okay.
and
Like a
it's off
husky?
leash. And this guy is for sure like 58, and he walks every single day. He kind of does like a little jog kind of thing, but it's a walk. You
Yeah.
know, you know how you do this, but you're really walking.
I saw one of
It's a
those at the
walk.
park today when I went on my run. I went on a run and there was an
Yeah,
old guy like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the same thing you used to do in middle school when you didn't want to run the mile. Just
yeah.
shit. But anyway, he does it every day, so more power to him.
Yeah.
But him and
I mean,
his
I
off
would,
leash, like gladiator of a dog, dude, always walks by me, and it's so cool because it's like that's the old guy I want to be, dude. The guy with the
yeah.
off leash wolf who walks every day and he gets it in, dude. And he probably eats toast in the morning, and that's the aspirations I have, man. I can't wait to be old. Do you ever have that?
Never. I don't want to be old, man. I'm gonna be 34 this year, and I don't like it.
Well, you know what's funny is I mean, now that I've kind of done comedy for a little bit and I've talked to people, I've gotten for some reason I've gotten that I'm 19. Have you ever thought that?
You're
Al
either
Schumann.
you're either like 27 or you're 47.
Okay, well, yeah, Al Schumann gave me the same shit, and he was like, are you 21? And I was like, dude, I'm 29. And he was like, it was either you were 19 or you were like 45.
Yeah.
And I
You're
was
like a
like,
really good looking 45-year-old, or you're like an old looking 19-year-old.
yeah, no, I can't be at age, dude. I have to be fucking weird somehow. But
Yeah.
it, I, but I mean, I feel like when I'm older, I'll be like a cool old guy. I've always wanted old guys to be cool. So when you finally find like the hip old guy, you're like, you're dope, man. And
It's
that's who
so
I want to be
hard.
when I grow up.
It's so hard because it's like your options are you wear old guy clothes, or you
Yeah.
wear the clothes from when you were young, which still makes you look old, or you try to wear like what's kind of hip and cool, but then you kind of look like a douchebag because you're wearing what the kids are wearing. So you have to like find some kind of medium ground where you don't look stupid. Like don't buy those big white balance, trainer shoes and like wear powder blue jeans, but then you still have to like be kind of classy. Like I think it's possible, like you just have to look at like George Clooney or something. Like he's getting up in his 50s, later 50s, and just
I'm gonna be completely different, dude. I'm gonna be that old guy who comes in kind of like this, dude. Like just the regular, like I got my sweats, dude. I got my fucking
yeah,
my thing to keep me warm. If it's cold, a beanie, because your head is the most important thing to keep warm.
yeah.
And I'm just gonna, you know what? You're gonna have to accept it. That's the kind of old person I want to be, where I wear my own thing and it fits well. Like, don't get me wrong, dude. It fits well,
Right.
but
So just complete confidence in whatever crazy shit you're wearing.
not even crazy shit, dude. I want
Well,
to be
yeah,
just. I
it's gonna
want
be
to. I want to
normal.
have like this. I want my own Steve Jobs type of attire. You know how Steve Jobs wore what was it like a black turtleneck
Right.
and like jeans,
Jeans.
right?
So you want to be a
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
cartoon character, like your whole closet is one outfit.
Essentially, dude. And every now and then I'll veer off, and
Yeah.
it'll catch your eye. You'll be like, oh my gosh, he can dress up. That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to set this like standard, right? And then every now and then I peek it, and you're like, oh shit, dude, he wore a suit. Like he never wears a suit, dude. And then I peek it and I go right back to plateauing, dude.
So you just
In my
want to you want to
gray
make your
sweats.
you want to make your life like that one TikTok trend that where they play that busted song and you like flip the shoe.
Yeah,
You flip your little like loafer and then oh god damn it.
I never thought of it like that. I've
Yeah.
seen way too many of those, by the way. I don't know if it's because I saw one and now my feed needs to see all of them, but maybe it's because everyone's doing it. Is that what's going on?
I
It's
think
like
what
on the
happens is
explore thing.
the trend starts and then everyone has to do their version of it because they want to stay relevant. So they all do the same shit. Like there's like a couple I remember when like TikTok
Isn't
started
it
and
not
like
even? It's Nelly, right?
Nelly.
It's a Nelly song, right?
It's mixed with something else though, because it's like I think my butt getting big, like it's from Hot in Here, I think,
Yeah.
and then it just but then it's like a mashup, so it cuts to whatever the busted thing is, which I want to say is like Megan Thee Stallion, but I might
I think of when
not
I
be
think of
right.
Busted, dude. This is how old I am. When I think of Busted, I think of Plies.
Plies?
Plies and Neo. Remember that song? Bust it,
Uh-uh.
baby. You don't remember that? You don't remember
No.
Plies, dude?
Uh-uh.
Oh
I'm
man,
sure I
you're
would
you're
I'm sure if I heard a song I'd be like, "Oh, okay." There's a lot of
uh
like artists where I don't know the name of the artist, but I know the song or whatever.
oh man, now I want to fucking look it up. It's like
Jamie, can you look that up?
man, Plies is like bust it, baby. It was. I mean, that's literally it. I think I'm pretty spot on with that.
How do you spell
But
Plies? Is it
P
Plies?
L I Plies. Dude, he was so big in like 2005 or some shit like that. Oh yeah, there it is.
We're gonna get flagged for this.
Busted,
I've
baby.
never heard this one.
Yeah.
I don't want to play too much. I don't want to get in
Bust it,
trouble.
baby. Don't worry, I can do it, dude. Wait, play a little bit more, and I got it.
I think we ran out
Uh,
of our 15 seconds. You get 15
oh
seconds.
fuck,
It says
bust it,
17, so hopefully.
baby.
Honestly, like I'm not. This isn't like monetized in any cool way. Like it's but I'm more worried about just it getting kicked off or not played somewhere because it detects like the piece of the song.
You don't have to. You don't have to lawyer me, dude. I get it. It's fine. It's fine. I can do it from memory, dude. And it goes, bust it, baby. And Neo comes in and he shows way too much of his forehead. And then somehow P. Diddy gets involved. And then it's 2010. And that's it, dude.
That's a good way to
Speaking
be
of,
like, that was the good old days when P. Diddy would just be on a song even though he sucked. Like he would just he would just muscle his way onto music.
yeah, yeah.
He was
Him,
never great. There was nothing ever about him that you were like, yeah, he should be a musical artist. Like, I don't know what he
I mean,
was
I
doing.
mean, they're probably like musical producing geniuses or whatever in their own rights, but really, like him and Jermaine Dupri,
Oh,
I mean, we
man.
could go without him.
Welcome to
Never
Atlanta
really,
where the players play and we
never
ride
really
trains
needed
like
him.
every day.
Never really needed the, you know what I'm saying? The this. Oh, speaking of which, right now, I
Uh-huh.
feel like I don't know if you watched the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
This is what I feel like, dude. I feel like this. And I know she'll be the death of
Yeah.
me. She won't be now. That's what I feel like right now, dude. I feel like that's what it was. I mean, how sad would that be, honestly? Because it was. I don't know if you liked The Weeknd as a
I,
halftime performance.
I like his music. I don't think he's big enough. Like he's like two super recognizable hits in my opinion, or three maybe.
I guess.
It's not
I
like when
mean,
Aerosmith does it and you're just like, oh, now they're doing this one. Or it's not like when, Britney Spears, if she was to do it, or like J-Lo and Shakira last year. It's like they have a catalog to pull from. He has like two albums. He's not like, you know what I mean?
I guess. I
And then he
I
didn't
mean,
have any
it's.
guests or help. Like it was just him.
I I don't know. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
My thing with the halftime show, I don't really care, so I don't have that
Oh,
strong
yeah.
of an opinion because I honestly haven't seen a good halftime show since I don't know, like since I actually cared about them when I was younger. And this is sad, but it's gonna be the one where it was Britney Spears, In Sync, Aerosmith, and was Run DMC in there too?
I don't know. I don't know what year that
Wasn't
was,
it
but that
all of
must
them?
have been a
It
long
was
time ago.
so long ago, and that's
Yeah.
the only one that I can think of that was like I was like, oh shit, that was cool. Because every other one, I mean, like I don't know. I'm a big sports guy, so
Yeah.
I actually want to watch the game. And the first thing I thought of with the weekend was like, oh no, they're ruining the field. Like that's where my mind went.
Even though they do it every year, they always put shit on the field. They always put like a
Yeah,
giant stage and like there's a million fans out there. And then this year they couldn't do that obviously because of COVID.
they
Which
were just like creating divots in the field, dude, doing kickball changes and shit like that.
there's
And I
also
was just,
like no one was distancing in the stands. Did you see that? They were wearing masks kind of, but then like everyone's sitting next to each other.
oh, they had it was cardboard cutouts.
Yeah, but then they would cut to people and there was people that were like sitting in the same like seats next to each other. Like you
Yeah,
could totally tell.
you got to remember you're in Florida too. You know what I mean? What,
Yeah,
what what did you expect to see? You
that's
expected
true.
to see compliance. I mean, they tried, but they were all vaccinated too, right? I think all the people who actually attended were
Maybe.
vaccinated as well because they were frontline workers.
Oh,
So
so they only frontline workers got tickets?
yeah, yeah,
That's kind of cool that they did that.
yeah. I know the NFL. They could be,
They have a
elitist,
really good
racist.
PR team.
They try their best to try to accommodate all people.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
It's what I hate about the Super Bowl now, and I mean they've probably been doing this for years, and I've just only recently been noticing it because I'm just like that now. But I just hate like they do all this like stuff to just look so good. They're like at the beginning they're like honoring teachers, and they're like, these are the teachers of the year. Here's
yeah,
Mr. Johnson from Philadelphia, and it's just like,
yeah.
okay, what about the millions of like? I mean, am I supposed to like love the NFL more because you put like four teachers on the field and like let them stand there and like flip the coin? Like, doesn't mean anything. Like I don't care. Like,
Yeah,
just do football.
yeah.
Like stop pretending like you're some kind of humanitarian organization. Like you're not.
You know what?
Play
And
60.
then,
Get outside and play, kids. Don't be fat. Like all right, whatever. Like
well, I think what's really sad is that the American people need shit like that to feel better about themselves. They need to see, because if you didn't see that, then all you would see is people who got overpaid to play a game, right? You'd be like,
yeah.
well, why aren't they? I mean, how many people are like, you make so much money, but you never gave back to your city? Like, fuck you, dude. I just got this money. You know what I mean? No one
I
ever thinks
think
of that.
I think it's more of that thing where it's like they should totally do the nice stuff like that, but they oversell it in this way that's like, look what we're doing. We did this. We're so
Yeah.
good. It's like virtue
Did you get it
signaling.
on camera? Did
Yeah.
we, fuck it, let's do it again.
Yeah. But
Teacher,
then you
stay your shit right there, dude.
but the cool thing is like when you hear about someone doing something later and they didn't tell anyone that they did it. Like there's that
Yeah.
story, it's like a famous story about Keanu Reeves and Octavia Spencer. I think it's Octavia Spencer. And
Uh-huh.
she was like broke. She hadn't had any roles yet. She was just like she was on her way between auditions or going to an audition and she ran out of gas and like she was in trouble and she was like wearing sweats and just like like she was
Wow.
just messy and like everything was going bad for her. And this guy stops on a motorcycle to like, hey, do you need help? And it's Keanu Reeves. And like
What the
she
fuck?
told the story like years later, but he never like got on a podcast or an interview and was like, so
Yeah.
I was helping this poor black woman the other day. And it's like,
Yeah.
'cause he doesn't need to. He's just a good guy.
No. You just be a good guy, dude. I think that we all gotta be like Keanu Reeves. What's funny about Keanu Reeves is that that's like one of the people that's on my wife's list. Like
Yeah.
literally, if I could be someone else, she would want me to be Keanu Reeves. That's like number one on her list.
Was
And
that in your vows? Did you guys list your people?
yeah, she was
You're
just
like,
like,
till death do
in
us
the
part
event,
also.
yeah, till death do us part. However, in the event of Keanu Reeves changing his mind and choosing me to be his lover, I will leave, and I'm supposed to be okay with it. But he's,
Wait,
dude,
what's
even
on
her
each of your
mom too,
lists? I
by
want
the
to know the
way.
list now.
Well, here's one thing is it he's on my wife's list and on my wife's mom's list.
Oh, I
So
thought you were gonna be like, and on my
he's
list.
a, and I mean, don't get me wrong, give the opportunity game, but uh I mean, you just want to be a good guy, dude, and then on the same, and then do the cool work like be in Matrix and every other big fucking movie he's ever been in. What,
Yeah.
Speed? Uh, I don't know, Toy Story, John Wick. That's a big one, huh? As a man, I probably should have said John Wick first, but
It's all right.
yeah, Always Be My Maybe. He was in that. That was a good film.
The Lake
Uh,
House,
I forgot why we were even talking about Keanu
The
Reeves.
Man
I'm
of
more
Tai
so
Chi,
he's, dude.
47 Ronin.
What I found out, he's 56.
Yeah, he's like old now. It's weird.
Yeah, dude. People
Wait.
think I'm his age, you know?
What? Wait, do you guys actually have lists like that, or are you just kidding?
Oh no, there are lists like, I mean, it's not a, I mean, if it
Who's on your
came up,
list?
oh man, my list changes so much.
You're allowed to
It's
change it.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think, I'm fucking laminating it? See,
Well, you
what
get
you're
married. It's
doing,
like that's a very official. Like you're filing this under marriage now. It's like you have to. You're gonna go through the county clerk office. Here's our list.
I mean,
Like,
dude, I mean, honestly, you're asking me to like put on record a list where my wife can go back and be like, "Oh, so you think that she's fucking, dude, that sounds incriminating."
that's exactly what I want.
I
I
love
want you to
the
do
people
that.
on my, who's on my list? My wife.
Oh,
You know,
bullshit.
who's on my wife times five. That's what
Okay.
I should say.
Damn, this list is 5 deep.
Usually, you got to do it in fives, right?
I thought, yeah, I was thinking three, but five, that's cool.
Well, what if
Well,
the three don't work out? You got to have two options after.
what if the five don't work out? Then what?
You're fucking screwed, dude. Then you got to go back to your wife. Just circles around. But so you're in your new house, dude. How is it? How's it been? How's new house shit? You dealing with new house shit?
Yeah, no, literally the first night that I moved in and I was sleeping here in my bed in my room, there it was like that. I don't know. Wait, you don't live in Sac, right? You live
I'm in Vacaville.
right. Okay. I don't
Yeah.
know. You guys probably had the storm then too. There was like a really big storm that was super windy and crazy.
Oh yeah, that was your first night in the house.
Yeah, and so I wake up and I go out in my backyard and the fence is like fucking knocked over halfway. Like the first night. So I had to call my
Oh
homeowner's
wow.
insurance, like I had to call in the policy like immediately,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
crazy. And then and then like so I've been getting the fence fixed. I went through like uh what's it called? I went to Angie's List, but then somehow it kicked me to HomeAdvisor, and I was like, whatever, and I just did that. And so it's kind of like an Uber, but for like contractors or just people who like handy people, handymen.
I'm familiar. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, and this guy, they matched me up with this guy to repair the fence, and so like like I went with him to Home Depot. We bought the stuff, we brought it back, and then he started building the fence. And then like it just took him like all day. He worked until like 9:30 at night. He's like out there hammering and shit. And then the
Well, he
next,
was building a fence for you, Luke.
I know, but it's like it's just funny because I thought he would have stopped at 6 and been like, all right, that's my work day. I'll come back tomorrow. He's like, no, I'm gonna get this done, and then he didn't. But then the next day, I mean, whatever. You're right. It's a fence. It's crazy. But then the next day, he texts me. I like because like we were texting through the app. It would like text and then it
Yeah.
would go into the app and then back
Yeah.
to our
Yeah.
phones. So I
Yeah.
like we exchanged numbers so it was easier. And then like he sends me this text in the morning that's like, "Yo, Luke, hey man, I'm sorry, but like I'm just so dead after yesterday. I'm still in bed." And then he sent me a selfie of him in bed, like dude, it was the photo you get. Like I imagine if you're a girl and you like open your Tinder messages and it's like the photo you get right before the dick pic comes. It's like
Oh
he
no.
had this look on it. He was like this. He was just like he was doing blue steel at me, but it looked like
Did he look hella? He was like, okay,
it was yeah, but it
trying
was
to look
like he was
tired.
no, but he was trying to no, he was trying to look hard. Like he was trying to look like he could kick my boyfriend's ass and then take me, like
But he sent you. He was trying to look hard after saying he can't do any more physical labor. Is that he was? What was that? Was he trying to get at you, dude? Was it?
well, that's what I'm saying. Like it was funny because it felt like he was trying to hit on me.
I'm sure.
I want to show you the picture, but I don't want it on the podcast. I'll show you after. Just remind me, I'll show you. It's
I don't.
fucking hilarious. And then
That's so weird. It's so unnecessary. What? See, you took it as he's trying to get at you. I took it as he's trying to send you. I'm so tired from home. Like
well, yeah,
you
it's
ever
like why
been
do you
like
have
a
to send me
supervisor?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like he had to send me evidence. Like he was literally
he was
laying in
like
his
calling in
bed.
sick. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
calling in sick, trying to like prove he's sick, type shit.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I don't you just if you need to just take a day, then come back tomorrow. I don't care. Like just get it done, but you don't have to you can just tell me you're not able to come today.
He was trying to make you feel sorry for him, man. That's what he was really trying to do.
Dude, I think he was because also when we exchanged numbers to text, he was also telling me like his life story. He was telling me how like his his ex is like his high school sweetheart and he has 3 kids with her. And then he was like, yeah, man, I mean, but she just left for like a year and she didn't come back. And like, I don't know what happened. I was always there for her, but she wasn't there. And like, at first I felt bad for him. He was like, yeah. And then she was like stealing stuff and like, she just, man, and she did this
What?
other thing. He was like telling me all these awful things she did. And then the more he was telling me shit, I was just like, I don't feel bad anymore. You're stupid. Like, why'd you stay with her? Like,
Well,
the
because
first
he
time she tried to steal
overshares.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like the first time she tried to steal your mom's jewels. Like, leave her. What do you, like, don't let her do it the next day. Like, that's something she did. She, like, his mom died, and then
I love
she
how you're
stole.
judging him now. I love how
Yeah.
you're really judging him right
I
now.
hope he never sees this, though, because he's going to be mad.
This guy's lived this hard ass life and
Yeah.
he's been going through the pandemic. He's like, you know what? This guy, he asked me to build his fence, but I think he's really asking me to build a door. And the door
It's a doorway to his heart.
it's the doorway to to our hearts, man. And he's like, I think we're really connecting, man. I'm gonna finish his fence tomorrow. And you're on a podcast like, this guy texts me his face.
Whoa, guys. Gotta stop the podcast real quick because I can't believe it as much as you can't believe it either. We actually have an honest to God sponsor. I'm not kidding. This is a real thing. We have a sponsor, and that sponsor is Digital Lizards of Doom, the graphic novel. It's an amazing graphic novel written by Gabriel Valentine, and the art is done by Ernie Nahara. And the only reason, I don't know how to pronounce either of those names properly. I hope I got it right. But you should check this out because it's a lot like Battletoads or Ninja Turtles. It's more like Battletoads because it's set in a sort of a intergalactic space world, and there's anthropomorphic animals and stuff. And it's really cool. So, if you would like to purchase this graphic novel, the graphic novel comes out on January 27th. Don't wait. Order it now. Use code EPICTIKI at checkout to get 15% off your order. You can also find it in local comic book shops. That's what they told me, so you should do that. Thanks for listening to the podcast. I'll see you guys. Well, keep listening. We're in the middle. Just keep listening to the podcast. Thanks.
But anyway, what's really weird is it sounds like your fence isn't fixed.
It's mostly done. I think there's like some dirt that he has to clean up. I don't know if he's going to come back to do that. He said he was going to, but he hasn't. That was like Thursday night that he said he would do that, and it's Monday now. So
How come have you partaken in? Oh, I guess you wouldn't, right? You're commissioning it, so I mean I could see not helping, but you didn't want to
I helped him get the
go on
stuff.
YouTube. You didn't want to go on YouTube and build your fence, dude. You got your new house. You didn't want to build your fence?
Like myself? No.
Like yourself? No, you never want to do that?
Nah.
Look,
I did it once.
Big ass RV passing by me, by the way.
Oh shit, yeah. Are you in a parking lot or something? Oh yeah, what's that sign above you?
Yeah,
Are you like, what
it's
does
like
that
a gas station just off
okay.
off the road, yeah. I take a long drive and then I like
and then you
chill,
find
and then I
truck
go
stop
back.
hooker and then you come home.
It reminds me of doing spots, dude. Going to a
Yeah.
gas station and getting a drink and oh man, you know what I really miss is crispy crunchy chicken.
What's that?
You never did one of those. One of my like guilty pleasures is definitely gas station food, and being a comic on the road only like enabled that further.
Yeah.
And I found a spot. Can't remember what. It might be on Harbor Boulevard in Sac, and it sells. It's a gas station, but I've never gotten gas at it. It sells crispy crunchy chicken, and it's like fried chicken tenders.
That's what they call it. Like they're like, well, we can't call it Krispy Kreme, so we'll call it crispy.
Dude, it's crispy crunchy chicken, and the fact that you don't know it means you need to discover it, and you need to eat a pair. But this gas station in particular, off of Harbor Boulevard, I talked to the attendant, and I was like, bro, I only come here for the chicken. And he was like, I know. He's like, that's what people come here for. It's for the chicken. And you know why? Because we make sure the chicken's hot and ready every time you come here. He's like, every 15 minutes, we cycle new chicken out. They're making new chicken every 15 minutes at this gas station. They're making more chicken than gas at this gas station, dude. And it's because of the crispy, crunchy chicken. And I found out that it's a chain. It's not even his own thing. I thought it was his shit, and I found it in Oakland. And, dude, it's the best fucking gas station food.
Okay. You should do a new series, and it's just you reviewing gas station food from your car.
It's just me.
That's
so, guys,
the pandemic content that you should be doing. Everyone's got to find their thing to do while we're waiting for stand-up to come back.
The bullshit I hate is the hey guys too. Hey guys, I'm over here. I just left the Valero.
Dude, there's people who are like earnestly, they just are like, hey, what's up? It's your boy. I'm out here. So we're at AM PM today, and we're gonna eat this Milky Way. I'm gonna review Milky
yeah.
They're just like, what are you like? They're serious. They're not doing it like as a bit. They're just like,
okay, so I for first bite,
yeah,
I can see it's a candy bar, and it has chocolate. And it's like, what the fuck? It's a Milky Way.
I have a couple friends who they showed me this video, this channel, this guy, he buys dollar store food and he reviews it. and he's like really
Oh,
serious about it. He like,
I can't do that, man.
yeah,
So these are the pancakes in the frozen aisle, and they're for 99 cents, just
it's
like
all
the
frozen
last one.
food. I feel like it's all frozen
And
food.
it's like, what are you reviewing? This is the Chef Boyardee mini raviolis, and they're 99 cents, just like the last thing I reviewed. And we're gonna take a first bite, and then it goes through like the and he's like showing it and he's cooking it, right? I heat it up for 3 minutes on my microwave, and it shows him pressing the 3 and the 0, 0,
Yeah.
and he's
It's actually a hot plate because he's a sad, lonely man making weird videos on the internet.
oh my gosh, 361 views,
Yeah.
2 years old.
Dude, some of those channels though, they have like thousands of views. For whatever reason, they just get popular. And I'm
I know
over
you
here
watched it,
like
right?
overproducing my content and no one cares.
Yeah, you watched it, right? I mean, you found it.
I actually wanted to do a
That's
video
all you
about
got.
that guy. I was gonna watch one of his videos and review one of his videos.
Oh man,
It's the kind of stuff I do.
let's do it. Let's watch one.
Yeah. I think I have to. I don't even know if I bookmarked it, but I'll find it and we'll do it.
Oh, we should watch one. I I can't. I mean, I don't know how your YouTube search goes, but I'm pretty sure they're listening. And like, have you ever went on YouTube and like you were talking? We were just talking about it. Me and my buddy. We both watched Carlos Mencia referenced YouTube clip, and we found the exact same one. And we have no relation in like our YouTube search history. And it's like a 3-year-old clip, and it's like
Mhm.
Joe Rogan talking about Carlos Mencia, and it's like, what are the odds to watch a video that specific, and we both watched it today.
That is weird. I mean, those clips are popular. They're very famous, but it is weird that you guys both saw it at the same time. I don't
It,
know.
the same video.
Yeah.
Weird. They're listening, bro. They're listening. They're always listening.
Oh, it's so creepy. Do you ever like talk about a brand and then you open your phone and the first ad you see
Yeah.
is for like, just be like, oh, Nike's pretty cool, and then you open Instagram and it's like Nike shoes.
Yeah. I can't remember. That happened with, I want to say, like, we were talking about the Peloton, and it popped up hella fast.
Oh,
Facebook's
yeah.
the same way too. Fucking
Yeah.
hate that stuff, dude. I hate social media.
It's so
I
creepy.
hate it. I hate it. But I also want to like use it right. I don't know. It's fun too, but it's also so stupid.
Yeah. I want to delete Facebook. Like that's like the worst one to me. But the only
Yeah.
reason I keep it is because I get
People
shows.
book through there. Yep.
Yeah, dude,
That's why I keep mine too.
the one show I have booked
Yeah.
this year is for Laughs Unlimited on the 25th, and it's because I saw Wendy Lewis's post.
Shameless plug, right? Shameless plug. Good job. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
Oh,
I mean
you're on a show with Wendy?
yeah.
Wendy, dude. Miss that person too.
She's great.
She's cool. Good for you, man. You doing shows, dude?
That's the
I
only
haven't
show
done a
I have.
show.
It's the
The
only
only
one.
show I had was in last April. That's it.
Have
That was the
you
last
have you
show
done
I
any
had.
of the? You should do the park open mics when they start up again.
I
Mariam just
saw
did
that.
hers again, and I did
Yeah.
it. It
Oh, how was that?
was great. There was like
Yeah.
35, 40 people out there.
That's more than most open mics.
Yeah. No, and last year when she did it, there was always like at least 12, if not more people, and they're all very
Is that
polite and
including the
watch.
comics?
No, it's like the audience members.
How many comics? I mean, is it a fat list?
No, it's not crazy. It was never more. She also limits it. I think she only does like 10 because
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
yeah, she doesn't want it to go too long. And I think like you're not supposed to be there after dark, so we have to it has to, you don't want to start too early, but you also, it's like you need to time it so there's enough time before sunset. We did it on Saturday at 3 p.m. this time, which was pretty weird
I
to like
saw that.
do
Yeah.
comedy at 3:30.
Middle in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was fun. I mean, it felt good to do, and I got to try a couple new things, and it was a very nice, receptive audience. So
I might want to try them. Yeah, It was. I wanted to try them so bad last year too, because
Yeah.
especially Mariam. I've heard Mariam.
It's Mariam.
Mariam. Okay.
Yeah, I think
Maybe I've
everyone
heard it
just says
mispronounced then.
Mariam. Everyone just
Yeah.
says Mariam, but I've heard her say Mariam, and then Drew told me that it's Mariam.
Okay, Mariam. Okay, great. Thank
Yeah.
you. Mariam, she's hella cool too, dude. So is she hosting it or?
Yeah.
Nice. Either way, dude, I've been wanting to do it, and I saw that there was a lot of people there too. And I don't know, man. I hope I can get on one of them. I haven't even tried. I don't even. I mean, I must suck. I sucked a lot before. I have to be worse. I can't be better.
You don't know till you go. Also,
Oh
I
man.
mean, she was doing like the first 10 people that commented got on, but she also was saying, or like when I got there, like 4 or 5 of the
Is she
people that
bumping people
commented.
already?
No. Four or 5 of the people that commented weren't even there. And then other people showed up and got to be on. Like David Samuel didn't comment at all, but he just showed up and he ended up closing it.
What
So
the fuck? People are faking the funk, dude. Why would you even ask to go if you're not gonna go?
I don't know.
What are they, busy?
Maybe, or it's probably still weird for a lot of people. They probably get in their head and they don't want to go, or they forget because it's so different. It's not what they're used to doing anymore.
Oh, whatever, dude. I mean, comics are like that, I guess, but also don't be like that. Don't say you're gonna go to a show and not go. I can't excuse that. I used to hear
Well,
shit like that too, and people wouldn't show up for shows, and it's like, what the fuck, dude? You said you'd be here.
well,
What changed?
it's not like we didn't have enough people.
Yeah, that's good. Well,
It
that
ended up it
also,
was fine. I mean, we all got to do a set. It was great because like yeah, AJ DeMello and Connor Martin showed up, and they didn't write on the Facebook post. They just showed up and did it. I don't know if they messaged her or not, but
yeah,
so
I mean, that's cool, man. And it was a cool vibe and
yep.
pretty safe. That's nice, man.
Oh,
I
like as
miss it.
far as
I'm all right.
COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone wears masks, and then when you do your
You did your
set,
set in the mask?
if you have she usually has these little mic covers that she buys, and like if she has those, you don't have to wear your mask. But if you don't, then you have to wear it, and then she wipes the mic down between each person with like Clorox or whatever.
That's nice. Good for
Yeah.
her, dude. She's dope, man. It's keeping it alive, man. I gotta try it. I don't know. I've been on and off about it. You're writing though, huh? You're still writing and everything. Keeping up the work. There you go, man.
Yeah, I want to do more like scheduled writing where I like delve into, because what happens is I think of funny stuff a lot, like just premises or like 1 or 2 lines. And I'm
Uh-huh.
like, that sounds funny. And then a lot of times it's not, but you think it is,
That's what working it is though.
Yeah.
That's the shit I miss, man. Because I got a lot of that shit too, and I've been trying to write, but it's like, well, what's writing without working it? It's I
Yeah.
think it's hilarious.
That's
And that's why I
the
wrote it.
hard part. That's the hard part, right? Is like the difficult part is feeling like like, how do I work on this? I'm writing too much. I have like too many bits to work on. But I think there's ways, like I visit my mom and my stepdad and I'll like tell them stuff, or
Oh, you work it on your family?
well, I tell them. I don't like work it in like, I tricked you. Like I go, hey, can I ask you this joke?
That's nice.
That's all you got to do.
I don't want to hear anybody else except an audience member tell me about my joke. I think I can't. Well, at least not. I mean, did you ever get like okay, so I got one for you. Have you ever gotten one of those
Oh, from other people?
from
Yeah, I've
other
had
people?
once or twice. It was like an audience member, and then sometimes it's
Oh,
family. But the worst, sometimes it'll just be like a weird comic at an open mic that I don't know or that I'm not really friends with.
really? You get like a new man? I would be so nervous to tell somebody a joke, like
There's just
another
like some
comic a
people that are
joke.
really confident. I think they don't care. They're just like, hey man, what if you did this? And I go, yeah, okay. I don't
What if you did it, motherfucker? I don't
know.
know. I take it. Why don't you do it? Why are you telling me to do it? I
Yeah.
mean, the tags are different. Tags are different than you should do this. I feel like that shit is like, dude, you do it. I've had someone tell me like a whole last joke, They're like, you should do it. I'm like, well, no, why don't you? And he took it like offensive. Well,
Oh.
you can do it, man. You're better than me.
Do you remember what it was?
I don't remember it, man. I think it was something about like a satellite shield or some shit. And it was, I mean, like
What the
I know him,
fuck?
but it was like something.
Was he a NASA scientist? He's like, look, I'm too nervous, but can
No,
you do
man.
this complex joke about
Like,
satellite
okay,
shields?
so I mean, that's what he was ultimately saying, was that he was nervous, and I get that too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like at the same time, it's like, dude, I don't want to do someone else's joke. Like
Yeah.
or at least like I want to come up with it. And if you feel like you could tag it up, I guess that's appreciative. But like at the same time, don't tell me a joke, dude, and expect me to just be like, oh yeah, I'll try it out. Like what the fuck? You try it out, dude. I don't want to. I bomb enough. You want me to bomb your joke and let you know how it did? Fuck that, dude. My shit doesn't work enough.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, way to yawn. Way to yawn when I'm talking about bombing you. Fucking, what was that, a time beyond?
Yes, I was saving it up.
That you
I wanted
yawning
you.
in your headphones?
I wanted you to
yawning in your headphones
bomb.
were the people at Laps listening to your jokes. That's what they were. Oh, and you're
Yeah.
like, did they hear that? And you're just hearing the ah.
I wanted you to bomb while you were talking about bombing. That's what it was.
Thanks for reminding me, man. I haven't bombed in such a long time.
Yeah.
It's been missed.
No,
Okay, well,
I've been like I think I've been having trouble sleeping like just I don't know if it's like moving or what, or just I ate a lot of shit yesterday for the Super Bowl. Like I ate too much food. I don't know.
all the carbs that'll put you to
Yeah.
sleep, dude. I had the same thing. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, right? Some kind of normalcy in the Super Bowl. But speaking of bombs, though, dude, do you remember a good bomb?
Oh man. I have one really good. I was gonna say though, I've never had anyone tell me like a full on joke they wanted me to do for them. I've just had tags, but it's always like, oh yeah, maybe I'll try that version of it.
And you're
Thanks.
like, no.
Yeah, but that's crazy that someone tried to give you a whole joke. Like I don't.
Like a whole ass joke, dude. And I was like, I
Yeah,
don't want that. And it was something where it's like, how would you? And I think he was trying to say like, even the professional writers take jokes from other people, and I'm like, what? How would you think I'm even
yeah.
at the point of like, oh, I'm running out of material? Like I barely even started writing material. Fucking like,
But also, it's like you're not. That person isn't Neil Brennan. Like they're not like a
yeah, I'm
comedy
not getting.
genius. It's
I'm
not
not
like they're.
rejecting Neil Brennan here, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
like that's who
rejecting a
That's
Facebook
who
message.
Chris Rock pays is Neil Brennan, not fucking guy at the bar who decided. The other thing that sucks is like when someone walks up to you and they're like, you should talk about football more. You're just like, what? You should make fun of titties. And you're like, what are you talking about?
Oh god, that just
Things that
shows
you
what
like.
bars we go. That just shows what bars we fucking go for the open mics and the fucking shows, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, you got anything about the Patriots? Like, what?
Yeah.
And then you got alarms, dude. I'm fucking.
Well, no,
am I
this.
bothering you?
Yeah.
You got some shit going on?
This alarm was for when the podcast was actually supposed to record, so we would have been done by now. But my computer decided to stop recording, so it fucked everything up. Yeah, but so bombing. I don't know. Do you want to go first with your favorite bombing story, or do you want me to go?
No,
I've
you can
told
go
it.
ahead.
Okay,
You
I'm
can
sure I've
tell
told
me.
this before on this podcast, but I don't know who listens or if anyone listens, so who cares?
Oh, way to reference.
Way to reference how no one cares about this.
Yeah. Wait, a lot of confidence going on right before you
Yeah.
talk about bombing. Yeah.
Hey, I mean, look at the numbers. They don't lie. I will say your episode has a lot of views, and that's because you shared it, and I love that because a lot of people come on and they don't share. They just do it, and they're like, all right, whatever. And then they
Oh
just.
man, I mean, yeah, you're doing. It's the least I can do, right? You put me on, I gotta at least share it. Why would I not want to share it? I'm in the fucking.
I don't know.
Shit,
I don't
right?
know.
I'm in the shit, dude. Share it.
The
Makes
worst
no
part is
sense.
like I make clips and I dub them and I put like I make some effort to like have you like something you can share that looks cool and you can put it up and then all you got to
That's
do
what
is
I
be like,
want.
look up the Epic Tiki podcast. You don't even have to subscribe, but I would like it if you know.
Okay. Anyway, the bombing. What was your? Give me your worst bomb now.
So there was it was like a year and a half or 2 years after I started. I went to do this show for Insane Wayne at it was like at a weird, not a weird, but it was like
That's a name drop. Nice.
Yeah. It was like a hotel. It was like a motel show, like the Holiday Inn or something, like off the Lathrop exit or something. And
already very enticing.
Yeah. And so I went with Michael Calvin Jr. and DeJan Tyler, and we went to do this show, and it was like in a little.
You look like you fit in, by the way. It sounds.
I know, right?
Insane Wayne, Michael Calvin Jr.
If you don't know who these people are, they're all really cool black guys, and I'm a dumb white guy. So if you want to imagine,
you look like you signed the lease. Like you were the guy who was like, they put you on the insurance policy, dude. What
yeah.
the fuck?
Like I looked like the manager of the hotel, and they're like, "Can we do a comedy show?" And I'm like, "Just don't break anything." Like, and
why were you on that show?
I forget how, but
what jokes did you do?
Well, that's the thing; they were really bad. But so the first
I wonder
show.
How you bombed. I wonder.
Well, the first show was we did 2 shows actually. So the first one was Insane Wayne show, and he did it like it was literally, it was at like 5 p.m, and it was like summer, so it was still light outside, and there was like a Zumba class like right before us. So the only audience that we had was like the leftover like middle-aged housewives from the Zumba class that was going on at the fucking Holiday Inn. So we were on like a dance floor, and there was just people all around us. It wasn't like we were facing one direction. We had to do like comedy in the round. Like we were Shakespeare.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I'm just turning around, and my jokes are awful. They're like, it's
doing a TED Talk.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's bad. I mean, like I had this joke that was like about how I went to the zoo and I saw a gorilla eating shit, and I was like, "Hey gorilla, why are you eating shit?" And then he goes, "Oh, this shit's bananas. It's Gwen Stefani shit. It's bananas. BANANES." Like those are the kind of jokes I was doing. And it was so bad. But then
I wonder why they didn't laugh. Yeah. Did they go, "We know Gwen Stefani from The Boys"? Is that what they did?
Yeah, they were like, "Yay!" And then so on the way back, they both got onto this other show that was like a competition show, and it was like it was in Stockton at this Mexican restaurant, and it was like a really cool restaurant. There was like a lower floor, and then there was like a loft kind of upper floor where you could like rent it out for a party or something. And it was like a big open area, and it was like an urban show though, like it was all black comics except for like 2 people. There was like a woman who was like 40, I don't know who she was, and then me. And the only reason I got on the show is because I was driving with them, like DeJan and Michael. So like they just got me on the show because I was with them and I was driving, and so they were nice enough to get me on the show. And then I go up there, and there's like it's like all black people, like the whole audience. And it's like at that point, like I had no jokes for anyone that wasn't like a white kid who was 25. Like all my jokes were that. So like one of my jokes was, and then none of them were good too. But I remember they were telling me like, "Hey, when you go up there, like, just, you'll know if they don't like you because they'll just talk. Like they'll just talk, and you'll just, that's what it'll be." But when I went up there, I started telling my jokes, and everyone got super quiet, and they were just staring at me.
Oh yeah.
They were just like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And then I remember doing this one joke that was like, it was so bad. It was like, I like to play pranks on my cousin, so I told him to Google the bare naked ladies, and then it was a bunch of white guys when he Googled it. And then they were just looking at me like they were just staring at me. And then I got
you did a joke that would have killed late night in the 90s, I think.
Yeah, like 96 on
96 on Conan, dude.
Yeah. And I didn't even tell it well. Like I said it way better just now than I've ever said it in my life. And
I'm sure.
Yeah, and then they let me like a minute and a half in, so I only did like a 2.5 minute set, and then I just got
There you
off, and I was
go.
like,
That's
that
what
was
should
fun.
happen, though. That's what should happen, though, dude. Honestly, I
Yeah.
love that's they respected you enough to be like, get him off.
Yeah.
That's you have to appreciate that, man. That's nice. It's worse when you're bombing and you're like, no light, no light. I still have more time.
Yeah,
Oh
it's like it's almost
no.
like they just want you like they're turning you on a spit and they're just cooking you and you're just like
uh, I think I got 2 more minutes left in me.
Yeah, it was terrible. But I mean, that's the thing is like I think to be successful or to just do comedy, you have to go through those experiences a lot and
Yeah.
somehow tell yourself it's okay. Like I got laughs that other time, and I'm good still. Even you're not good
Yeah.
at all, but you just tell yourself you're good so that you do it more. But any like rational person would be like, this is not. I'm not. I shouldn't do this.
The thing I tell myself is like, because I'll you have the good sets and you have the bad sets, dude. The thing I tell myself is after a bad set, it's like that's not my last set though,
Yeah,
so it's cool. I'll get another try at it, and that's the stuff that keeps me going. And then you break it down. It's like, okay, well, why didn't they get laughs? And I mean, even now you're talking about your bomb. You dissected why it wasn't your crowd. You didn't pander to the crowd at all. It was completely off off brand, I guess. But I mean, those are the shows you want to get in because you want to make other people laugh too. So I mean, you got to take those. You got to take the bombs and try to figure out how to make everyone laugh, right? I
yeah.
mean, that's the goal. Is to
Well,
make everyone laugh one time.
totally. And like when everything opens again, like I need to start going to on the or not on the Y, to touch a class. Like I've never been,
Oh yeah.
and it.
Oh man, that's where my bomb was. I haven't.
Okay, all right.
I
Tell us.
actually haven't been back since, and it was something where I meant to be back, but I think the open mic's on Sunday nights, and it was just like,
For anyone who doesn't know, Touch a Class is also an urban room,
yeah,
and it's like it's a pretty cool venue. If you look up like comedies, if you look up Kevin Hart's Heart of the City, the episode that's in Sacramento, they filmed it at Touch a
yeah,
Class.
yeah. It's where you want to be funny. You go there and
Yeah,
you want to do well, and if you do well, it's a good sense of like, okay, that might have been funny. That what I just said might have been
yeah.
funny if you get a laugh there. With
And it's
that
a
being
totally different
said,
crowd than like if you go to
yeah,
Midtown and you're at the comedy spot and it's like a bunch of like, you know, like like millennials who are
yeah,
like super thoughtful and emotional. It's like such a
yeah,
different
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
But yeah, go ahead. What? How is your?
yeah, yeah. And I'll I think we gotta end on this, but like
Yeah, tell the
I
story, then we'll wrap it up.
yeah, I did touch a class, right, and it was something where I grew up in Vallejo, right,
Mhm.
and that was a predominantly a black city, a lot of Filipinos, like a lot of Filipinos, so I actually didn't feel out of place at all. But it was
Mhm.
something where we had our ghetto areas. It wasn't. I think we went broke. I think our whole city went bankrupt twice in my lifetime. So like we didn't really have, and it was however, that was like the life we had. But anyway, I thought because I grew up there that I could, and this is like after going to college and whatnot, being in Sacramento for a few years, I thought I could just go back and be like, it's me from Vallejo. I'm that Filipino guy. And I tried like doing these jokes where I made the people in my high school laugh, but it was also like damn near 8 years later. I'm doing Usher jokes about fucking about singing Usher songs and shit. And I sang. That was another thing. Because that
Wait,
was one thing where I was like,
how long into comedy was this?
oh, this was like really early. So I mean, I've only been in comedy for a year, but even then, the
Mm,
pandemic happened.
yeah,
So like, what do you? Maybe 2 years if you include the pandemic, but I never did anything this past year. But
yeah,
like, it was really early, and I was just trying to. One, I was just trying to go in and be like, this will be funny no matter what I do. Like this is gonna work. Not knowing like you gotta know who you're talking to. You gotta
yeah.
make sure they laugh, and and you find that out doing more sets, but like I sang and it was just dead quiet. And I remember being like, this is hard. And I said that out loud in the mic. I went, this is hard. And
Did they laugh at that?
No, I don't
Oh,
think they did. And I remember getting off, and I forgot who hosted it, but she was just like, honey, don't give up.
was it Regina?
Oh man, I wish it was. It probably wasn't. That would be too
Okay.
too nice of a fucking coincidence. But
She's
I
super
mean,
cool. I like her. She's great.
I had a show with her with fuck, what's his name?
Oh shit.
He's like this short Hispanic dude, and he put on like this big show, and it seemed hella illegal too. And I was on a show with Regina Gibbs and like, oh, fuck, I forgot who it was.
Is it Sam Bam
Anyway.
or is it Shorty?
Shorty.
Yeah.
It is Shorty. Yeah.
That guy
It
is
is
such a
Shorty.
trip, man. He's so funny.
Dude, hey man, but you know what? He said he was gonna put on a show, and he fucking did. Now, whether or not that show was state recognized or regulated in any fashion, we have no idea. That shit looked so illegal, and it looked like he
Wait, why
just.
was it illegal?
We were like in this like warehouse that didn't seem like anyone really owned it.
Oh.
It was such a,
He's
and
like, no, yo,
then
check it out. We just gonna go in there and do a show. And you're like,
the
what?
whole cast of like
Yeah, don't
Sons
worry
of
about it.
Anarchy was in there. Like it looked like just like biker gangs and like neighborhood gangs all came in. It looked like like an ending of like a gang movie where everyone like gets together and they all celebrate after a hard year or whatever. It looked like they were all celebrating, and we were the entertainment for all these like violent people, dude.
So you're like a gang
And
member Christmas party.
yeah, that's what it was. I think it was like a gang member.
But it was
Christmas
like
party.
it was like a white biker gang thing.
It was a mix of everybody. That's why I couldn't
Okay.
really say it was all Sons of Anarchy. It looked
Okay.
like Sons of Anarchy and the extras from Breaking Bad and and
And The
everybody from the
Wire.
Expendables movies, and
Oh wow,
they
Terry
were all in
Crews.
there. Well, and then there was strong female leads too. So you had like the cast of Ocean's 8, and
That's the
then
movie I was gonna say. I didn't want to insert again real quick, but I was like, that's funny.
yeah. Strong female leads too. And you know what? I think I bombed there too. So that was nice. You know,
Dude,
yeah.
that actually the Shorty guy, I did a show. I think I got the show because I was friends with Kumar. Do you know Kumar? Have you met him?
No.
Kelvin Kumar. He kind of stopped doing comedy, but he was doing it for a minute. He like DJs. Sometimes he was like
Shit, he
DJing.
might have been the DJ. He might have been the DJ.
Indian
He
guy,
was like
right?
this Indian guy. Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably Kelvin Kumar. Yeah, he did like
Wow.
Shayna Schaefer's shows too. He would like DJ for
Okay.
those. But
Or maybe I'm thinking of those. Maybe I'm thinking of the that one. Yeah.
maybe yeah. But I think like I was hanging out with him a little bit for a while, and like I think he might have gotten me on the show. But it was Shorty was like running a show for some guy that he knew or some shit, and the guy was like, it was like this guy who owned. I forget what he owned, like a dealership or some crazy thing, and he had his birthday party at a wasabi restaurant in like Elk Grove or something, and like the dude had he rented out the entire restaurant. Like there was like 80 people there. He bought food for everyone, and then
Wow.
he bought handles of liquor and gift cards, and he was raffling them off for fun for his birthday. He was like giving people shit, and then
What a G, dude.
he was, and then
That's
there
a
was
boss
five.
ass move.
Yeah, and there was five of us. It was like me, Shorty was the headliner, I think, and then like Drea Myers was there, Kelvin, and like one other person I can't remember. I have a photo on my phone somewhere, and the guy like gave us a $100 bill each for. I did 15 minutes. It was like the most I've ever been paid for comedy, and then I ended up
I
winning
think
one
you
of the
paid me
gift
too,
cards.
yeah. Oh, that's dope, dude.
I don't even know the guy, and I won one of the gift cards that he clearly like got for his friends to enjoy the night.
That's
It was
crazy, dude.
so wild. Yeah, that's what I love about
He's a cool
comedy.
dude, though.
Do
Yeah.
weird shit like that, and you just have like a weird, fun night. And I wasn't even that good still. That was like 4 or 5 years ago. So I was like I was decent, but you know, a lot of my jokes were just dumb.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, I mean, you gotta have the dumb jokes no matter what, dude. You
yeah,
have to. Yeah. But dude, thank you for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
totally. Plug yourself. What do you?
Okay. Please follow me on Instagram. You can look me up, Artie Valenzuela, Artie. People have been spelling my name weirdly, and it's happened more and more as I got older. It's not Arty, it's Artie. I'm a fucking middle-aged person, so Y. It was a Y when I was like 5 to 9, and then I grew up, and it's now a IE. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Artie.
Like in high
And
school, you started trying to write your name on a worksheet, and you're like, "Why can't I
yeah,
do the Y anymore?" It just did the
yeah.
IE, and you
Because
could.
I got older.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter and all that, and that's it, man. Thank you for having me on, dude. I appreciate it. It's always good seeing you, dude. I miss you.
Well, I miss you too, man. So this is cool.
Yeah.
This is the
Thank
way
you.
way to do it.
Make me all the clips, and I'll share them all, dude. Because I'm a good fucking person, and my video will be the most watched video again. And yeah, give me all the clips, dude. I'll share them all, even though half the time it's blinking green in my face like the fucking Hulk. Just send me all the clips, dude.
Well, I'm gonna try. I have an error on my recorder over here with the video, but I'm gonna try to use the video from my camera, so at least maybe the green flashes won't be there. They'll just be on your face once in a while.
There you go. Okay,
But
well,
you can
send
follow
me all of them,
me.
dude.
Follow me at Big Tiki Comedy on Twitter, at Epic Tiki on Instagram. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, youtube.com/Epic Tiki Comedy. Please tell your friends, you know, you don't have to, whatever you want to do. Watch the other videos. I do a lot of silly, stupid videos. And yeah, this has been the podcast. There's a sponsor, but I'll insert that later because, yeah. There's like a weird like graphic
I
novel
don't need to hear that.
hit me up.
Yeah.
No, you listen.
No, I don't want to. Fuck
Okay,
your
don't.
sponsor. Okay. Okay. All
That's
right.
all right.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate you, man. You take care. Stay safe, dude.
you too.
All right. Deuces.
See you, deuces. Oh, that's just me. All right.